What's up, everybody? It's Pino here from Get Wisdom. What if there was an easy way to make an extra 3 grand, 5 grand, even 10 grand a month in 2026? Would a new stream of income be hurtful or helpful for your finances? Everyone knows it would be super helpful. In today's training, I'm going to be sharing with you the fast and easy way on how anyone can build a new stream of income in 2026 and beyond. And guys, here's the cool part. You don't need to have a large following. You don't need to be a guru. You don't need to have a lot of tech skills. You don't even need to know your niche yet. We're talking all about it today in the training. Stay tuned. All right, let's talk about how simple it is to build that new stream or those new streams of income so that you no longer have to be stuck in the cycle of trading more time and more effort for dollars. In fact, the idea to make an extra 10 grand a month, I know for a lot of people, it just seems like so far out there, like that's hard, that's impossible. There's no way that can happen. Of course, there's no way for that to happen if your only income producing assets are time and effort, right? If the only way you make more money is by trading more time or giving more effort, then of course making money for you is hard. But what I'm gonna share with you in today's training here is how to disconnect your time and your effort from your dollar and start learning how to create money with your creativity. Okay, like think about it. Like let's just use round numbers here. So let's say you had the desire to make an extra 10 grand a month, okay? 10,000 bucks a month. Now, of course, for a lot of people, it's like, man, that seems like really hard because I'm working at my 9 to 5. And man, if I needed to make an extra like $1,000 a month, I'd have to pick up so much overtime and et cetera, et cetera. I get that, right? But watch this. Let's reverse engineer this to give a little bit of context. And then I'm just going to give you some simple steps that you can follow right now and start building these new streams without trading more time and effort for dollars. Okay. So let's reverse engineer this. Okay. So if we wanted to make an extra 10 grand a month, then guess what? This is roughly only $330 per day, okay? So roughly about $330 per day can make an extra 10 grand a month. So what am I saying is the best way to try to make this new 10 grand a month or 5 grand a month or even 3 grand a month, whatever it is? I submit to you that instead of trying to go clock in or trade more time and effort for dollars, the best way to do this is to create digital products. What are digital products? Digital products are educational resources like courses, ebooks, online mentorships. And before you try to have all these limitations pop up like, well, I don't know what I would sell and I don't even know what my niche would be, I'm going to give you a bunch of very easy practical steps here in just a minute. Like I told you at the beginning of the training, anyone can do this. You don't need a large audience, excuse me. You don't need to have tech skills. You don't need to be a guru. You don't even need to know your niche yet. But watch this, guys, okay? So what's the power of implementing some digital products into your financial system? Well, number one of the main reasons why so many people stay broke and they stay in lack and they stay in scarcity is because their time and their effort are their only income producing assets. But watch this, if you had a digital product, let's say you had a $97 course, okay? If you had a $100 course, okay, you would only need to sell 3 or 4 of those per day, and you, my friend, had made $10,000 extra per month. Now you might be sitting here going like, I don't even know how to do. I get it. Hang with me here, okay? But before we get into like the simple steps on how to do this, just consider this, okay? Before you start telling yourself how hard it is to make 10,000 extra a month, okay? Reverse engineer it and start telling yourself how easy it is. Well, man, if I had this asset, if I had a digital product that worked for me even while I was sleeping, okay? And it could go to work for me even while I was sleeping and potentially sell even while I was sleeping, now you can make money, not just with time and effort, now your creativity, right? Your course, your ebook, right? Your digital product, your mentorship is now selling for you on autopilot. We're gonna talk about it here in just a moment, but listen, what is harder? And I'm just gonna wrap with this and then we're gonna give you the steps, okay? But what is harder? Is it harder going to a 9 to 5 for 40 or 50 years and never learning a new set of skills or a new way of thinking when it comes to money? Is that harder, or is it harder just to learn how to create one of these digital products that I'm going to teach you about here in just a moment, where you do the work one time? Here's the beauty about digital products, man. You do the work one time, okay, and then they have the potential to pay you over and over and over again. My digital products that I created years ago still make me lots of money every single month. How? How is that even possible? Because I am not using time and effort to make more money. I created something through my creativity, right? I monetize my knowledge. I put my knowledge into a digital product and I put it out there, and now to this day, it's still an income producing asset. Now here's the crazy part. Real quick, today's training is brought to you by my upcoming 5-day Create and Sell Digital Products Challenge, where I'm gonna show you how to monetize your knowledge so that you can start getting paid for what you know. And maybe you're sitting here going, I don't know what I would say, I don't know what I would sell, I don't even know my niche. That's exactly why you need to consider joining me. Over the course of 5 days, I'm gonna show you exactly everything you need to know on how to launch so that you can start building that new stream of income. Click that link down below. Tickets are currently on sale. Don't miss it. Now back to the training. Who said you only need to have just one digital product? Right? Like, what if you had 2 digital products that sold for $100 each, and you sold 3 or 4 of these a month each? Like, guys, it really starts getting really, really awesome when you learn this digital product system, right? Like, if you had 2 digital products that sold 3 or 4 times each per day and they were both $100, my friend, you are now making around $20K per month online with your digital products without having to go clock in at a job. Sounds pretty awesome, right? And I'm telling you here, it is. So how does this happen? How do we get it done? If you're ready, shout "I'm ready" down in the comments and let's talk about it, okay? So the very first thing you need to understand when it comes to building these new streams of income, okay, is the very first thing is this. Number 1, you must, okay, focus. You want to focus on a niche, right, that has high demand and low competition. Okay? Now here's the cool part. When it comes to your niche isn't lost out there. You don't have to find your niche. It's not like you have to go on a magical adventure to go, I'm gonna find my niche. You don't find your niche, you just pick, okay? And the best markets to choose from are these 3 right here: health, wealth, and relationships. Okay? Health, wealth, and relationships. Health could be anything from mental health. It could be from here's how to lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks. It could be relational health, financial health, whatever, right? Wealth could be anything from like what I'm teaching you right now, right? Here's a new way to build a new stream of income. Wealth could be here's how to flip sneakers on StockX. Wealth could be, here's how to start your media company. If you're really passionate about taking photos of people, here's how you can actually turn it into a company, teach the people, right? Relationships could be anything from, marriage relationship advice. It could be parenting advice. Pastors and leaders, it could be, here's how to strengthen your congregation. Here's how to train and equip other pastors or maybe worship leaders, right? Here's how to strengthen people's relationship with God through songwriting, etc. So the best niches, the best market to focus your niche on are health, wealth, and relationships, okay? So that's the very first thing you've got to do. So the very first thing, and you should do it right now, go grab a pen and a paper, not on your iPhone, not on your laptop, like write this out. It's way better for your processing if you take a pen and paper and write it down, okay? What are some ways I could serve people either in the health section, in the wealth section, or in the relationship section? And you would be so surprised. You would be so surprised at just how much you actually have to give, right? So the very first thing you've got to do is you have to get clear on who and how you serve people. Because if you are unclear on how you serve people, on who you serve, then they are going to be unclear as to why they should do business with you. Okay? So no, you don't have to go on a magical adventure to go find your niche. Just pick. I pick this one right here. And now that you have picked your niche, hopefully in one of these markets, health, wealth, or relationships, that leads to the second step, okay? Come with me to the board and let's talk about this. Now that you have picked your niche, okay, you want to create a digital product. Again, a digital product is like a course, it's an ebook, it's a mentorship program, it's a virtual training, maybe it's a webinar, etc., right? But here's the thing, you want to create a digital product that can help your clients receive their transformation. Okay? So here's what you need to understand. When it comes to selling anything, right? I believe that the ethical way to sell is that we're not just selling stuff, we sell transformations, right? Like no one wants to just buy more stuff. People want to buy transformation. Like, man, I have this problem and I need a solution. And guess what? Your digital product, your training, your mentorship, your PDF training guide, right? Your membership site, your virtual presentation, your webinar, etc., can be the very thing that helps your clients receive their transformation. And whenever you help your clients receive a transformation, guess what's going to happen? They will gladly and happily pay you. In fact, not just pay you, when you have an obvious solution to your market's obvious problem, they are going to be lined up around the building, credit card in hand, begging to pay you, because it's just like any one of us. If we have a major problem that we need solved, we would like for this thing to be solved now. We're not looking for just more stuff. We're looking for a transformation. We're looking for someone to help us with our problem. And when we can find the solution to that problem, we say thank you in the form of dollar signs, right? The grocery store, right? The grocery store is solving a very obvious problem for its market's, problem. It's solving a very obvious problem for its market, and we say thank you in the form of dollar signs. Like, wow, thank you that I don't have to go starving. My family doesn't have to starve this week. Thank you very much for solving this problem. Here is my money. Guys, they literally sell us, yes, they sell us food, but more than that, they sell us a transformation so we don't have to go starve, right? Like, wow, we are thankfully held over till next week. What if you could put together your digital product, a course, a mentorship program, a webinar, a virtual training, a PDF guide, etc., that literally does this for people in your market? That's exactly what you need to start doing, okay? Because when you do this, again, remember what we just talked about. Let's say you have that $100 digital product, okay? Maybe you sell a $100 course or whatever it is. You only need to sell 3 or 4 of these per month, my friend, to make an extra $10K a month. I'm telling you this, it is way easier to do this than to go clock in at your job 40 or 50 hours a week for 40 or 50 years. It's way easier to do this, even though you may not know how to do it yet. I'm telling you this, it is way easier, okay? It's worth learning the new skills that I'm trying to show you here, okay? So now that we have this understood, okay, first thing, you gotta pick your niche, okay? Focus on a niche that has high demand and low competition in the markets of health, wealth, or relationships. The next thing you want to do, you want to create a digital product that can help your clients receive their transformation, because we don't just sell stuff, we sell transformations, okay? Now that you've done this, now that you've created a digital product, you're like, well, I don't really know what to do with it. How do I get it out there? How do I get people to buy? Like, what should I do next? I'm glad you asked. Come with me to the board. The next thing you need to do is you need to start bringing value. Start bringing value to your market by posting, okay? Now, by the way, when I say posting, I'm not just saying you have to be on camera all the time. You can do voice. You could do a podcast. You can do text. You could do a paragraph, right? Like, there are so many ways to post, but you definitely want to put value out there to your market, okay? And the way you're going to do this, start bringing value to your market by posting content that is informative. Okay, it's informative, it's entertaining, it's educational, and it's inspirational. Think about this, okay? When you are scrolling on social media, you need to change your mindset whenever it comes to social media, my friend, because here's a punchline. If all you're doing on social is consuming, then number one, it's going to start getting really, really depressing because all you're doing is just like doom scrolling, like, oh man, I don't like social media. But yes, I get that. And if you use it like that, then I can understand why it would be depressing, right? But guess what? If you change your mindset to, I'm not just going to be a consumer, I'm going to be a supplier. I'm going to be a hope dealer. I'm going to be one who posts valuable content to my market every single day, right? And I'm going to post things like Rick taught me, and they are going to be informative things. They're going to be entertaining things. They're going to be educational. They're going to be inspirational. And I'm literally going to help my market by helping them. In fact, one of the most amazing things when it comes to marketing, okay, is a lot of people get this idea of like, I don't want to market. I don't want to have to put myself out there. Listen, there are people right now hanging in the balance. They're hoping, they're praying that someone like you could help them figure this thing out, but you're not willing to, quote unquote, put yourself out there. Aren't you glad that somebody would put themselves out there for you? Yes or yes? Of course you are, right? And so what I want to encourage you to do is stop being just a consumer on social and start becoming a supplier. I'm not talking about you have to post 89 times a day. I'm talking about when you have something good to give, post it for people to be inspired, to be educated, to be entertained, right? And to receive some information. Because when you do this, you position yourself not as a needer, N-E-E-D-E-R, you position yourself as a leader, L-E-A-D-E-R. And the cool part is this, when people see you as a leader, then you begin to attract sales. But when people see you as a needer, and they're like, oh man, here she comes again, here he comes again. When they see you as a needer, then now you have to chase sales, right? Like I have the amazing honor of putting out content, even like this, I'm giving you a free training. Hopefully it's bringing you value, right? And the cool part is that the more value I can put out to my market, to my people that I want to serve, the more they're going to be inspired, the more they're going to be educated, the more they're going to be entertained, the more they're going to get information, and the more they're going to go, man, Rick, this was awesome. Like, do you have anything else that can help me? Yes, I do. And I literally begin to attract sales. This is how it works. And again, it doesn't all have to be videos. You don't have to post 49 times a day, right? You just want to be consistent because consistency always beats sloppy volume, right? Like if you're just like, I'm going to put out 14 videos today and then I'm not going to post again for another 9 weeks. That's not good. I would rather you post one paragraph where you don't even have to show your face. Like post a paragraph a day on Facebook and just be consistent every day talking about the thing, helping people in your niche, in your market, giving them some tips, giving them some advice, informing them, educating them, entertaining them, inspiring them. And I'm telling you, that consistency will begin to snowball. Okay, so now that we've done this, guess what we're going to do next? Next thing we're going to do is we are going to, now that people are like, wow, she's really amazing. Wow, he's really helped me. We are going to invite them to check out your digital product. It's so simple, guys. It's so simple. Hey guys, if you like this, click the link down below, click the link in my bio, and check out my other thing. And I'm telling you this. Now, for those who are like, well, what if people tell me no? Okay, what if people tell you yes? Right? Like, it literally comes down to like, out of 100 people that you help, right? And if you were to help 100 people for free with your community service content that you put out there for free consistently, okay? And let's say you help 100 people, and out of all the 100 people that you helped first, I'm a big fan of lead with giving, not with asking. Here's a bunch of ways that I can help you, right? Here's a bunch of value I can give you when you lead like this. Now, the cool part is you can also say, and by the way, if you like this, you can check out my other thing. And okay, maybe 80 people will tell you no out of every 100. But out of that 80 people who told you no, what if 20 told you yes? Ta-da! Like, now we're really cooking with fire here, man. So you might be sitting here going like, how in the world am I going to make all these sales? You're going to make sales by stop trying to make sales. Instead of focusing on selling, you should focus on serving. And then when you do a good job of serving your people, serving your market, the coolest thing ever happens. The byproduct of doing a good job of serving your people is they're going to want to buy from you because now they're attracted to your leadership. Wow, she's really helped me. Wow, he's amazing. He's really inspired me. He's educated me. He's entertained me. She's really helped bring some information in my life that I didn't have before. Thank you. What else do you have? And bada bing, bada boom. Guys, this is how it works, okay? So now that you have gotten very clear on who and how you serve people, okay? And then you've created a digital product that can help your clients receive their transformation, right? And then you start posting value to your market. Like, guys, here's the number 3 tips everyone needs to know about XYZ. Here's the best way to avoid the number 1 mistake. Here's something I learned after XYZ years of doing blah, 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 etc. And you start doing this every day consistently, whether it's through video or text or audio, etc. And you're just consistent, putting out value. People are going to start going, wow, she's amazing, he's amazing. And when they come near and they go, wow, that was amazing. What else do you have? You just simply invite them. Hey, if you like this, check out my other thing. And friends, this leads me to the next step here. And the next step here is, oops, I think I might have done the numbers wrong, but you guys get the point. I think I messed one of the numbers up. But anyways, the point is this, okay? As you do this, when you start doing this very simple framework, now you can easily sell 3 or 4 of your digital products and let's just say 3 or 4 of your $100 digital products every day. And guess what that equals? It equals just under $10,000 per month. Friends, I'm telling you, this is such a simple framework. You might be sitting here watching and maybe you've seen online some of my stuff or like, how in the world are Rick's students doing this? Like, how did he make $50,000? And how did she make $10,000? And how did they make $30,000? Like, I just see so many testimonies of like everywhere Rick posts, all his students are like making money. How are they doing this? They're doing it by using this simple framework right here. They're literally being consistent. Now, here's the punchline that you need to understand, okay? If you've already told yourself, well, I can't do that, then guess what? You can't do this. But I submit to you, stop assigning a level of difficulty to something that you've never even tried before. Like, I have so many students who connect in and they hire me as a mentor, they hire me as a coach, they get my proven system and they start following the steps. And so many of them, like, they know nothing about digital products or digital marketing or sales or any of this stuff that just feels big and overwhelming. They know nothing about it. And literally, for many of them, within days, they're making money. How is this possible? Because they just simply follow the system that I'm trying to share with you today, okay? So guys, it really comes down to this. If your time and your effort are your only income producing assets, then of course, making money for you is gonna be really hard because you have to go trade more time and more effort to make more money. But if you learn a very simple skill set where all you gotta do is just follow a proven system, get coached by a coach, get your mentor to go, yes, onto this, no, onto that, keep on going, boom, 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 and you just stay consistent. And you go put yourself out there to help people, to serve people. You don't even have to show your face all the time. You don't need a large following. Why? Because now, just like you, just like me, anytime that you've been scrolling on social media recently, hasn't there been so many times where while you're scrolling, something pops up in your feed, you don't follow that person, you don't necessarily know what this brand is all about, but they're talking about the very things that you're interested in? Yes. Why? Because the way the algorithm works, it's not about follower count anymore, guys. This is about people who are putting value out to the market. The algorithm will literally put the right videos in front of the right people, boom. And that's how the game works now. You don't need a bunch of followers. You don't need to be a tech guru. Like, anyone can literally pick up their phone and either shoot a little video or write a little blurb, right, and push send. And if you can't do that, then maybe you're not ready to make an extra 3 grand, 5 grand, or 10 grand a month, because it's literally that simple, right? And so friends, I'm telling you this, the number one best way to build these new streams of income for you and your family, an extra 3 grand, an extra 5 grand, an extra 10 grand. And honestly, I have a number of students who make way more than that. The number one best way to do this is with digital products. So listen, if you're interested, or if anything I said today was even a little bit inspiring to you, do yourself a favor, click that link down below this video and join me for my next 5-day Create and Sell Digital Products Challenge. I'm gonna show you every single step of the way. This training is perfect, especially for beginners. Do not miss it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you guys learned this. Let's start making some serious money in 2026 by serving people at a higher level so we can make money at a higher level. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you in the next video.